Hey guys, it's GameFace here and welcome back to episode 2 of my West Ham career mode. Now in today's episode, again we're going to be hopefully trying to sign some players, although we don't have loads of money to splash out in this episode. But we will hopefully be trying to bring in a couple more players here and there. We're also obviously going to be getting through some more of the pre-season games and hopefully getting to our first league game of the season, which we might be able to play. We'll have to see how many transfers we do actually make. If you didn't see the previous episode, then you can go ahead and watch it. We signed, obviously, as you can see here, a huge player for a very large amount. So go ahead and watch that if you haven't already. And before we get into things, though, if we could go ahead and hit 35 likes on this video, that'd be really appreciated. Also, if you haven't already, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button as well. That'll be absolutely fantastic. We're trying to hit 5,000 subs on the channel as soon as possible. And by subscribing, you really are helping me out. So that would be really appreciated. Thank you all so much as well for your support on the previous episode. Last time I checked, 47 likes. Incredible stuff. Let's crack on though with this episode. We're going to do some player development now. We're going to go with the same 5 youngsters that we've tried in the first episode. Hopefully try and get them growing a little bit in this week and into the next few weeks. Fletcher there going up already to 67 overall. He's the only one that really moved there, to be honest. But quite a slow start, as you probably expect, as we're only in the second episode. But we do need to try and focus on getting a couple more players. It seems like you guys still want me to prioritise a right back and probably another centre mid. Appears to be what you guys are after. Obviously now I've got Lacazette, we don't really need another striker, I don't think. So I'm going to now try and get in another right back and take a look at maybe even a centre mid as well. We also can't forget that we've got Tielemans, who appears to be on the way, so he might be the only centre mid that we need. But I think I'll still continue to look at centre backs and centre mids in this episode. But the priority I think now is going to put in a bid for a right back. Okay, this is the guy I'm going to go with, Nelson Semedo. Now he's from Benfica. He's been suggested heavily over the last few videos, to be honest. So we are going to put in a bid for him. We have inquired though, just in case, because I'm not really too sure exactly how much he's going to be worth. We'll put in a £5 million bid. Like I say, we're probably underpaying there, but we'll wait and see how much Benfica want in the next few days. So this could be our first signing of the episode. Tielemans has come back and agreed the contract. Obiang goes the other way, and $6 million for Tielemans. Really looking forward to getting him in the team. It should be fantastic. Again, loads of people wanting me to sign him, so obviously I was going to go ahead with that. You guys obviously also suggested Lacazette as well, so 2 signings that I've made for you in this series so far, and hopefully there's more to come as well. Looks a really good player, 77 overall, only 19 years old. That's fantastic for us. He'll go straight into the team, probably alongside Mark Noble, but we'll have to wait and see exactly what sort of combination works best. But obviously Lacazette there will be incredible for us, I'm sure. 85 rated, looks a fantastic player, can't wait to start using him. Okay, Spurs have come back and said they've got no interest in letting Kieran Trippier go to our team, so we won't go ahead with that, and I think we will just delete that message. Ooh, actually, Benfica want 10 million. We're putting a £5 million bid, but 10 million is actually a little bit less than I thought they'd ask for. So we might be able to get him for around about 8, hopefully. But again, I think Semedo will be a really good right back for us. Still not too sure what to do with Arbeloa. Let me know in the comments below, because I'm interested to see what you guys think. Do I try and get rid of him, loan him out, or whatever? Because he's not going to be fantastic, I don't think, for us in game. In terms of the centre-back situation, we are still trying to sort that out. Shawcross and Phil Jones not quite wanting to join us just yet. So we've got Jamie Vardy there joining Chelsea. Very bizarre one. But now we have to focus on the Porto match. We will actually just sim it through this way. Hopefully get ourselves into the final, because we need, obviously, the money for winning and getting into the final. Let's find out whether we can win with this team. We're going to skip it, and we won 4-3 on penalties. Noble, though, getting a sending off there, 2 yellow cards. So he will miss the next match, probably. But at least we won the game. We're into the final. I think Reece Oxford there getting the winner off the bench, was it? Not really too sure on that one. We've got Burnley coming back accepting the bid. We've got quite a few bids being accepted, which is good for us. But we've also got a couple being rejected as well. Southampton here rejecting the bid we put in for Cedric, the right back. We put in a bid of 9.5 million, which I think is actually quite a lot of money for him. So I'll put in a bid of 11 million. And that will be the final offer I'll be putting in. Certainly not paying 14.5 for him. 11 will be the final offer. Burnley coming back and accepting the £5 million bid for Michael Keane. I actually think that's quite a reasonable offer. I think I might go ahead with this one. Might sign Michael Keane for 5 million. I think that's a really good deal for us. 75 overall. Be quite a good squad player for us. Someone on the bench to kind of bring on if we need him to. But yeah, I think this will be a really good signing. Michael Keane hopefully coming in as long as we can agree the contract. I think we'll go with a 4-year deal. Important first team player, and we'll see what he says to that. Oh, look at this. Funes Mori coming back and accepting the contract offer that we gave to him. That means James Collins could go the other way, plus 6 million obviously as well. well. I think we'll actually go ahead with this, and even though I'm unsure of how much he's worth, his overall, Funes Mori, I think what we'll do is accept it, because I think he's going to be quite high, so I think we'll go ahead with that. Obviously, I know I'm looking still at trying to get in Michael Keane, but I'm also trying to get in another centre-back as well, so we might well get rid of one of the centre-backs. We'll have to wait and decide on that one. But Funes Mori, what overall is he? I think 6 million, and James Collins is an absolute bargain for a 77 rated player. He's also left-footed as well. That's another reason to bring him in. I like my left-footed centre-backs. You don't find too many decent ones, so I think we've got a good signing there from Everton. Will we need another centre-back? I'm not really too sure, to be honest. Reece Oxford, I'd rather play him as CDM than centre-back, so I think maybe one more would do. Prize money coming in, that's just over 2.3 million, that's fine. Player suspended as we expected. Swansea coming back and saying they're not interested in the player I've included. Good, because I'm not interested in him anymore. We'll delete the rest of the emails. I think I've found my player here with Michael Keane to play on the bench for us or in the squad somewhere. Benfica coming back though, and basically saying they want 10 million as we expected. So we are going to up that one to, I think we'll just go pretty much all out here. 8 million is as much as I can really afford to pay. No, there's no one that I can really get rid of. So we'll go £8 million bid, and we'll obviously have to change around the budget now. Okay, on to the final against Racing Club. I was tempted to play this one, but I don't think we will, to be honest. I think we should try and get through as much of the transfer window as possible and try and get onto the first league game so I can hopefully play that in this episode. So we are just going to skip it. I think we might lose, although we've actually just scored 9 minutes in. And yeah, we did lose in the end. It always seems to happen whenever you're the away team or on the right-hand side. I always seem to lose. Don't know whether it's just me, that might be a thing or not. Antonio also getting injured as well, which isn't good. We'll wait and see how bad that one is. Player injured, and it's only 3 days. Again, another dead leg. Good news though, Southampton have come back and accepted the £11 million bid for Cedric, even though we don't have 11 million to spend on him anymore. So we might not actually go with him, but I think I will just, again, submit the contract offer anyway, just in case we need to sign him in some capacity. We will go ahead and also try and sign Michael Keane here as well, accept everything. He's accepted the contract, so I think we should try and get him in. Although saying that, we're still looking to try and get in Semedo, who's going to be 8 million. We might not be able to get in Michael Keane right now, actually thinking about it, so I won't accept it. I'll wait on the right back because he's more of a priority, I think, than getting in another centre back. More player drills this week, the same 5 players again. We might change them round probably in the first week of the season, I think what we'll do. And we've got a few players moving up there, but no real progress in attributes. We've got one, I think, going up. That was the shot power for Fletcher, but nothing too drastic this week. So the next match now is actually the first league game of the season against Chelsea, so we've got a little bit of a wait, but we've actually got a bid being accepted by Benfica, which we need to basically get tied up quite quickly because a lot of teams are after him. And also we're quite lucky with the fact that he's got a low wage, as have a lot of the players that we've signed so far. So that's good news for us. We can get in someone, and we can also change around the budget as well if we need. I think we'll go important first team player. I actually want to go 5-year deal, thinking about it. Make sure he's at the club for as long as possible and try and sign him up for 8 million. Okay, so we've got some scout reports back, the first of which is on Semedo, actually, before we sign him. Very fast player, that's what I'm after. I'm after someone that's fast and fairly tall as well. 5'10" isn't too bad for a fullback. So I'll happily take that. Decent stamina. Really excited to use him and train him up as well, because he's obviously not the finished article just yet. We've got Southampton coming back and Cedric accepting the contract. Obviously, he's not our priority. Interested to see what overall he is. So 78, but he's a little bit older than Semedo, so I'm not really too bothered about that. We'll keep it in there, though, just in case this one breaks down for some reason. But hopefully we can sign him now. I think, yes, we can. Semedo will join the club, and that means we're now going to have to change the budget round in order to try and sign Keane as well. Okay, here it is. Michael Keane's coming into the club. 5 million. I think that's an absolute bargain for a 75 overall player on this game. Some of the prices have been massively inflated this year, so I think to sign him up for 5 million is a decent deal for us. Quite happy to add him into the squad. He's obviously not going to be a starter. I've made that very clear over the time we've tried to sign him. I think he's going to be more of a bench player / squad sort of player that will play in the cup alongside Funes Mori. So really happy with those additions. Doesn't mean though that Reece Oxford's going to get kicked out of the whole squad. He will still be a part of it, but more of a CDM I would imagine than a centre back. We've also got Nordveit as well, but he can play a number of different positions. So I'm not too worried about his position being taken. We've also got Mark Noble in there that I really want to try and play as much as possible with him being the club captain. But overall, I think our team's looking really strong. My only little concern is obviously the goalkeeper situation. Adrian's still out injured, but he'll be back for the first game of the season. It's just Randolph, not too sure whether I really like him. So maybe that's something that we change in January. Let me know your thoughts on that one in the comments below. I think the rest of the squad is looking pretty much sorted now, to be honest. Another quick note, the highest selling shirts we've currently got is Lacazette, Payet and Zaza as well, just to kind of keep you updated. I'll probably do this throughout the season, to be honest, show you who are the highest selling shirts for the players and that sort of thing. I think it's quite interesting to look at sometimes. Let's try and get to the first league game of the season now. I don't think there's going to be too much more transfer business before then. We'll quickly do some more player development now. We'll go with the exact same 5 players again. Hopefully try and train them up this week and see a little bit more progress than what we have done in previous weeks. As we can see, Reece Oxford finally going up to 67 overall, and same with that striker as well. He's one of the players that's in the reserves at the moment. Still really needs to prove himself. Certainly not really high up the pecking order just yet, but he could be if we play him in like a cup match or something like that and he performs. We'll have to wait and see. Adrian finally returns, which means he will comfortably get back for the Chelsea game in about a week's time. We'll send out one of our youngsters out on loan here to Blackpool. That's just for a year, one of our young left-backs. Hopefully gain some experience and get up and overall before he returns. Oh my days, we seem to have got some money from somewhere. Is this shirt sales again? All season tickets this time's come through. Wow, we seem to be getting a lot of money from different places. It's very strange, this new system, but we're getting more money, so I can't complain, to be honest. 24 million has been, I think, received by the club, but we've only got 12 million of that. Still though, money to spend. And will we spend it? Maybe. We'll have to wait and see. Leave your suggestions below. We'll probably have another episode of being in the transfer window. Now we've got the game though against Chelsea. Let's finally get on with this one. Don't think there's anything else to really look at. This is the team I'm going to go with. I'm sorry, Lanzini, you'll probably come on at some point, but this is the side I'm going to go with, and hopefully try and get ourselves a win. I think Ogbonna is going to be on the left side. Is he left-footed? Yeah, makes most sense. Adrian's going to play as well, despite that little injury. He said he's fine to play. So let's go on with the game now, hopefully get ourselves 3 points in the opening match. Well, what an opening game of the season this is. A London derby here between Chelsea and West Ham. Loads of new signings playing forwards as well, so I'm really excited to see how they get on. Obviously Lacazette being the main player now in this team alongside Payet. So really want to see how they get on. Hopefully that partnership really works well. We'll have to wait and see though against Chelsea. We need the 3 points. Let's find out how we get on. Can we get 3 points in this opening match? Also, bear in mind, this is my first competitive game that I've played on FIFA 17. And by that I mean, on the Dortmund career mode, I have played a pre-season match, but I've not played any league games yet on FIFA 17. So I'm obviously not going to be in fantastic form, but we'll have to wait and see how I get on with the new gameplay, because as always, it takes a little bit of time to adapt to. Tora going to look for the ball through. Lacazette, he's on goal, and it's 1-0. Lacazette scores on his debut inside 11 minutes. Fantastic strike. And into the bottom corner, he's got his opening goal for us of the season. Our first one on the West Ham career mode. Lovely bit of build-up play. Just saw the pass there round David Luiz and the rest of the Chelsea defence. And past Courtois, 1-0. Payet looks to Faguli. Going to look for a ball back in here to the back post for Lacazette. So he connects with it. But I think it will go out for a corner. Might have taken a deflection in the end. And another corner for us. We'll send it in, I think, to the back post this time. Payet will take it. Faguli's up there, but headed away in the end. And that is it for the first half. Still winning the game 1-0. Quite a comfortable first half for us. Not too many chances for Chelsea. 1 or 2 that were quite close, but nothing overly scary for us to deal with. Payet's not really got involved in the game too much, which is a little bit disappointing. I think Matic has man-marked him really well in that first half. Possession-wise, though, we've actually dominated, which is unlike me on career mode. So, yeah, that's a good thing, but obviously being the 1-0, 1 goal ahead is the main bonus to take away from that first half. But performance-wise, looking good. I'm just needing really to try and get a second goal if we can find one. Okay, the first 2 changes of the match. There's about 30 minutes left here. We are going to bring on Zaza up front, play Lacazette in behind him, and we'll also bring on Kiarte as well. That means we're taking off Tielemans and Dimitri Payet. Payet not getting on the ball that much, but also he's getting a little bit tired as well, and I'm needing a little bit more height going forward, which is the reason why I've done that change. So it's not because I'm that disappointed with his performance. It has been a tough sort of match for him. We just need a bit more strength in the team, so that's exactly why I've taken those 2 off. Hopefully, though, with 30 minutes left, we can see out the rest of the game. Mark Noble looking to try and get Faguli. Oh, finds Zaza in the end. Oh, is that a trip? No, it's not. The referee's not giving it. So close. I didn't expect it to fall to Zaza, but it did in the end. And a very good chance for us to try and make it 2. Zaza going to feed it out wide to Faguli. Now we're going to try and cut it back to find Zaza in there. It's found Tora at the back post, but it couldn't connect with it properly. And let's make the 3rd and final change. Time to bring on Lanzini, I think, down the middle. We'll move Lacazette out onto the right and Figueroa move onto the left. So that means we're taking off Torre and we'll see the rest of the game out like that. Sadly, not managed to get Ayew or Antonio on. Obviously, Sam Byron as well is another player that I was maybe looking at. But obviously, you can't bring everyone on every game. So with about 12 minutes left, let's see the game out now. I can't see us getting a second, but you never know, we might do on the break. It's a late free kick now for Chelsea. Need to make sure that this one doesn't find the back of the net. Might play it short, actually. No, they're going to take it. Fabregas. Oh my days, finds the top corner. What a free kick that is. Just our luck. 7 minutes left and it's 1-1. The sort of quality that Chelsea have though in the team, to be able to score from a free kick like that, that's right in the corner. No one was going to save that. Even if you were stood right in the corner, I don't think you were going to save that one, to be honest. Got to try and find another goal from somewhere now, but there's not too much longer left. Just realised they brought on Jamie Vardy, or he started or something. He's in the team anyway in this match. I forgot that they'd signed him, to be honest. But that is it, so we've drawn the game 1-1. Not a fantastic result. We were after the win, quite obviously, for the opening game. But in the grand scheme of things, getting a draw against Chelsea in the big London derby is actually quite a good result, with it being an opening day match. First game playing with the team, kind of got a bit of a better idea of who plays where and obviously who plays best in certain positions. So it's a good start to the league season. I think this one, obviously not the 3 points that we're after, but I still don't see us really as title contenders. So beating Chelsea really would have kind of made us seem like title contenders. I think we're better off trying to make sure we get in the top 4, top 6 this season. So that is everything for this episode. Thank you all very much for watching. If we could go ahead and hit 35 likes on this video, that'd be really appreciated. Also, if you haven't already, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button as well. That'd be absolutely fantastic. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed today's episode. Obviously got the first league game of the season out of the way. A point isn't too bad, I don't think, in the grand scheme of things. Let me know in the comments below who you want me to sign. We've still got a little bit of money to spend, around 12 million, but obviously we'd have to change the wage budget. Do we need another keeper maybe to replace Randolph? Let me know in the comments below and we'll sort it out hopefully in the next episode. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.